What's up, everybody? It's your boy King Hustle, and yes, it's the best money and credit channel on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell, so whenever I drop new sauce, new lessons, new methods, and giveaways, you will be the first one to be notified. You'll be the first one to know what's going on, and hey, you might be the first one to win something for free. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell on all the YouTube channels and the Twitch. I'm talking this one right here, King Hustle X1L. No rags, just riches. King Hustle crazy reactions. The Hustle family. Turn motivation into means. Dog pound exotic pups. Goosebumps horror stories. Sleeping with the rain. Milwaukee made King Hustle and King Hustle Live. And on Twitch, King Hustle Live. Make sure you go subscribe to that Twitch, because that's where I do all my freebies, all my giveaways, all that good fun stuff. You understand me? So go subscribe to that. Also, make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms. All you gotta do is click the title on every video. Once you click the title on every video, at the bottom in the description, all my social media links will pop up. Right? Got a lot of fake King Hustle pages out there. So please get a FaceTime verification call or a video to make sure you see this face. Make sure you are doing legit business and you are getting what you paid for, right? And before we get anything started, this is all educational purposes only, not telling anybody to do anything. So let's get this thing started. What it do, my real King Hustle fans, supporters, subscribers out there, my real Hustle Nation Empire family members, and we are back at it again with the gems. I'm back at it again with the sauce. You know, I'm back at it again with the information that's gonna turn you into a boss. So you're tired of being a zero, you ready to be a family hero? Listen up, take a seat, get your notepad and get your pen, because you already know I got some gems that's gonna help you win. And in this video, I'm gonna do something a little bit different. We're gonna do it a little bit different. It's a lot of people that was just trying to enter into the credit game. It's a lot of people that was asking me, how did all those people get those fake loans on the business side with them CPNs, with the PPP loans and all that? It's a lot of people asking me how people getting rich on credit with the fraud and all that type of stuff like that. So in today's video, I'm gonna just explain a lot of different things on why credit is the #1 money game in the world, how scammers are getting rich off credit, why credit might be the easiest way to make a lump sum of money when it comes to scamming and fraud, and what's really going on out here, all right? So without further ado, let's get into it. So credit is the #1 money game in the world. You can literally walk into a bank and get a lump sum of money. Now, with everything that's going on in the world, everybody's doing something to get the most money as possible. So you got drug dealers selling drugs, you got girls, prostitution, you got people selling clothes, you got people cutting hair, everybody doing something to get some money. But the only place that you can go to get a lump sum money at one time is a bank. And nobody wants to keep working hard for coins. Nobody wants to keep working hard for tools and fuse. So people are starting to gather and come around that credit is literally the #1 money game in the world. The bank will give you a lump sum of money as long as everything is right. So you got people who are in the business world. You got people who are in the fraud world. You got people that's in all different type of worlds, and everybody's main goal is to make some money. Now, there is fraud going on everywhere that we see that we might not know about. In every business, every corporation, everywhere, everywhere is some type of fraud or scam going on that we might not see, but it's behind the scenes is going on. So people are starting to realize that, okay, people are starting to connect the dots, really. That's basically what it is. People are starting to connect the dots. People are starting to say that, oh, I can create a whole new identity and still get loans. Or, oh, I can get, how do I want to say this? I can get altered documentations and get loans, credit cards, and lines of credit. People are starting to figure out loopholes to get the things that they need, and it comes down to credit and loans, credit cards, and lines of credit. Now, so let's go to the basics. So when it comes to credit, you build your credit, you're able to get loans, credit cards, and lines of credit that will help you. That's basically giving you money to help you for your business or for personal reasons. People are starting to understand that, okay, if I can get a fake ID made in this person's name, I can go to a bank and open up a bank account. I can go into the bank and apply for a signature Visa card. I can go to the bank and apply for a loan. People are starting to connect these type of dots because it's all based off credit profiles. And a lot of people are getting a hold of a lot of different credit profiles and making fake IDs and opening up fraudulent accounts and doing fraudulent things. You get a credit card for $10,000 under somebody's account or somebody else's profile, you can easily go get cash advances on that credit card. $10,000 credit card, you get a cash advance for $6,000. It's not coming back to that person. It's not coming back to that scammer. So they're starting to realize, okay, this is a way to do fraud with credit. You got people who are working jobs. They might be a police officer, a teacher, a regular citizen, a regular civilian that might not make enough money, that might not have the credit score, that might be, the situation that they're in is not going to allow them to get approved for this loan, credit card, or line of credit. So they might alter information, or the loan officer or somebody might help them get information altered so they do get approved for it. And this loan, credit card, or line of credit they're applying for, they have no ill will, no bad intentions with it. They just are not in the situation or in the position to be able to get approved for it, but they really need it for life reasons. Then you got people that are saying, okay, the government created CPNs, credit profile numbers, credit privacy numbers, whatever that you want to call it. I didn't create them. The government created them because there are people in the witness protection program. This is where it came from. People in the witness protection program, and they snitched. They told on people, and it's a high chance that if they were to get out as their self, as with that name profile, people will find them and try to come delete them. So the government created CPNs to create new credit privacy numbers or credit profiles for people with new names to live their life. And there is no rule, there is no statute saying that if you have a CPN, you can't get loans, credit cards, and lines of credit. Now, to be honest with you, people and parents have been using CPNs for the longest. If your parent ever got a bill in your name as a child, that's a whole new credit profile that she created. To get a bill in your name, with your birthday but her name. Your information but her name. That's a whole credit profile. Matt Cox. Some people know who he is, some people don't know who he is. With Matthew Cox, he was into mortgage fraud and things like that. So he had a loan office and he was helping people get loans for mortgages. A lady came into his office one day trying to get a loan. She gave him the W-2 paper, her W-2 forms, and then she gave him the application form. Application form had an SSN number, W-2 had an SSN number. Those two numbers did not match. So automatically, they thought she was trying to pull one over. But in real life, she wasn't. They called her back into the office like, hey, why doesn't these two social security numbers match? She said, oh. And then she broke it down. She said, well, I was married and me and my husband ran up the credit on my married name. So she went back to her maiden name and just created a new profile by using her son's social security number. She got secured credit cards with this new profile, which tri-merged and started generating and building a credit profile on that new profile. So 6 months down the line, when she went to go check, she had excellent credit on this new profile. She had an ID. She had everything that you needed. ID from the DMV, everything, all of this new profile. And once she told him all that information, it gave him a red flag. It gave him a light bulb to rub his head like, oh, so you can do all this and create new people and new profiles and do a lot? And he was a fine arts major. So he can make fake IDs and holograms and make it look good. So he was good at that type of stuff. So we started getting social security numbers, but started using baby social security numbers and creating synthetic identities. Lee Black, John Black, like all these characters off Reservoir Dog, like the characters off Reservoir Dogs he was using, like Lee Black, John Green, like random names with colored last names. And he got away with it for X amount of time. But the more he started doing it, and the more stuff started to come back, and the more he started to put himself into this hole, which got him caught. But people are doing this on a daily basis, starting new credit profiles with their children's identity, with their children's social security number. And they getting bills in their name, they getting light bills, they getting this bill, they getting this credit card, they doing this, they doing that, they getting cars. So people are starting to figure out loopholes that are in the credit system, in the credit world. Then you got people who are saying, okay, like the PPP loans. People are creating CPNs and fake businesses and getting business loans, business credit cards, these type of things, because you got to think about it. If you have a CPN and you building this credit and you in Tri-Merge and you got a credit score and then you start a business under that CPN and you build that credit score on that, you can get loans, credit cards, lines of credit still. And just imagine you getting this loan, credit card, line of credit under this synthetic identity with this homeless man's social security number, with this baby social security number, with this, like, and he even broke down how he was even able to get birth certificates made and social security number cards made with this synthetic identity made by the actual offices. So that right there lets you know alone that if there's a will, there's a way for anything out there. People are starting to utilize credit. That's why credit has become one of the most talked about things in the world right now, because credit was getting everybody rich from the legal side and the illegal side. People are starting to understand the loopholes that credit brings, the legal loopholes, and people are starting to realize the illegal loopholes that it brings. Now, I'm not telling nobody to go do nothing illegal. I'm not telling anybody to do nothing stupid. But at the end of the day, this is just real talk. This is what's really going on out here in the world. We all probably know somebody that got a bill in their kid's name, an auntie, an uncle. What's the majority of the women that do it, but no disrespect. But we all know somebody in our family that probably did that before. We know people who's doing these things. So it's not like, it's not something that's not real or it's fabricated or it's fake or it's false. These are things that's happening in the world. People think long and hard of ways on how to make money every day and all day. And once they start doing research and they start learning things, dots will start to connect and they will start learning new things. Credit is literally the #1 money game in the world. There is nothing else that you can do in this world where you can walk in there and say, can I get $50,000? And they will give it to you same day. You know how long it takes a drug dealer to make $50,000? You know how long it takes a prostitute to make $50,000? You know how long it takes a barber to make $50,000? You know how long it takes a beautician to make $50,000? You know how long it takes somebody at Burger King or Walmart or Target or McDonald's to make $50,000 and have it at one time? Do you know how long and hard it takes anybody to make $50,000 and have it all at one time? When you can literally walk in the bank and they will give it to you all at one time. So people are starting to connect the dots like, okay, this loan, this credit game is what's giving people the money. And there's so many loopholes that people are starting to find the loopholes that work best for them. So when it comes to making money, credit is the #1 money game in the world. The rich is getting rich off debt, the legal scamming, building their business credit, getting credit cards, getting $100,000 limits on all these credit cards, getting cash advances on all these credit cards, paying the debt, paying credit cards with other credit cards, they basically paying credit cards with different credit cards, they paying off each other. So if somebody got 10 credit cards, $100,000 each, that's $1 million in credit. They gonna get $50,000 cash advance off each credit card. They got $500,000 in cash. They do this every month. That's over $6 million. That's $6 million right there. 500,000 for 10 months is $5 million. 12 months in a year, that's one more million. That's another million. That's $6 million a year. Make it make sense, my people. And you got people that's still trying to figure out. This is why I teach credit. This is why I do what I do. To help people actually learn what's going on out here in the world so you won't get scammed, so you won't get overwhelmed. It's people out here that's really comfortable with getting scammed. And people out here feel as if spending more money makes it seem like you rich and you got more money. That's the dumbest thing ever. I don't know why people do that. I don't know why the culture feels that way. But just because you spend a lot of money and getting scammed on something as far as jewelry, cars, clothes, everything. Somebody's overpricing and getting over on. And people feel as if the more you pay for it, the richer you are. No, that's dumb. Save your money. Because you're impressing kids. All these celebrities and all these people out here that's doing all this is really impressing kids. Not adults, you're impressing kids. You're not even impressing your own kid. That's the whole problem. So a lot of people have been asking me about how you can get rich off credit. How is all these people getting loans, credit cards, and lines of credit? How are people getting rich off CPNs? That's how. Because they understand and learn how to build credit, how to utilize it, how to leverage it, and they understand the loopholes in the game, and they taking advantage of it. That's all it is. That's it. That's what it's gonna be for now until the end, to eternity. As long as credit is around, it's gonna be happening. Donald Trump got a $3 billion loan, filed bankruptcy. Put the money in the trust fund. People are getting loans and put them in trust funds and file a bankruptcy because they know the bankruptcy method. I can go all day with this. Listen, the rich use debt to pay debt. They get as much debt as they can. They create trust funds, irrevocable trust funds. They put all their assets into trust funds. And then after a while, they file bankruptcy. And since the money is gone, there's no money to be seen. All the bills are clean, and then now they have no more. They don't owe that money back. Then what they do is, when banks, see, look, banks don't file bankruptcies. The credit bureaus don't file bankruptcies. The courts do. So the credit bureaus have to buy the bankruptcy records from the courts. And when they buy the records, it's reporting the wrong furniture. 99% of the people in the world don't know that, so they just keep these bankruptcies and they stay there, but the rich do. So when they report it, it's reporting the wrong furniture, and that's grounds for dispute and inaccurate information, which means it has no choice but to get deleted off your credit report. Now you don't got a bankruptcy on your credit report. Now you got points added back to your credit report. Now you back to square one, and you got money. Listen, I can go all day about this. I can really teach y'all how to get money. I can really teach y'all how to get rich. I can really teach y'all how to become successful with businesses in this credit world. You just got to pay attention and you got to listen, because I can go all day with this. I'm going to do a part 2 later, so make sure y'all stay subscribed. Make sure y'all stay tuned, because when I do drop that part 2, if you ain't subscribed and you ain't tuned in, you're going to miss out on these gems. So with that being said, it's your boy King Hustle. Make sure y'all tapping into all my social media platforms, all my YouTubes, from the King Hustle Live on Twitch and on IG, King Hustle Crazy Reactions. King Hustle X1L, my music channel. Go make sure y'all tapping in, getting these fake YouTube. Make sure y'all getting y'all lessons. FaceTime 1-on-1 limit gems at $600, and if you got $350 for 5 questions, make sure y'all tapping in with this crypto tour and personal limited gems for $6,500, $500 deposit. The rest of the money will be in person. Make sure y'all tapping in with this credit mentorship for $2,500. Trade lines not included. Make sure y'all tap into my Telegram Millionaire Network. Still look for people for the production company. Still look for rappers, models, singers, producers, cameraman, and women for the production company. We're going to do a lot of skits, blogs, movies, music videos, traveling, networking, and making money and having fun. So make sure y'all tap in, man. Make sure y'all really ready to win. Make sure y'all tap into my clothing line, Boost Department on IG. That's Hustle Department in French. Make sure y'all tap in with these lotos, Bitcoin Cash App. $500 and up, you will, any low, $500 and up, you will receive a free jogger set, pink or black. So make sure y'all tapping in with that, man. And we just dropping gems all over the place, man. It's your boy King Hustle. Y'all know how I get down in these videos. I will see you at the next lesson or video. Peace.